Classic TV fans, Rick Nineg here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Hogan's Heroes, more specifically about the 5th episode of Season 1 called The Flight of the Valkyrie. I'll be able to talk about one of the really interesting pieces of this episode, which I think will blow you away. It's pretty surreal what they actually did just in the first few 5 episodes, or just a couple episodes. I mean, this stunt could have gone horribly wrong. Thank goodness it didn't, but it was done by professionals, and I'll tell you all about it. In case you are wondering, I am doing a giveaway for this video. It'll include every single episode from Season 1. It'll be absolutely free to participate. I'll pick the winner. Just make sure to watch the entire video all the way to the end to see how you can play and possibly win. Let's get right to the video. Now, as I mentioned, I really want to talk about this episode. It originally aired October 15th, 1965. It was the first episode with the guest star role of Colonel Crittenden, played by Bernard Fox. He was so popular during his initial start in this episode, many people really loved him, that they brought him back essentially once every season. So he made his appearance 6 times throughout the course of the show. Now let's talk a little bit about what the episode was about. Now, Hogan and the heroes built a single-engine 2-seater airplane while keeping it secret from the Germans, as well as Colonel Crittenden, who makes an appearance at the camp. Now, Hogan's plan is to fly defecting Baroness Lily von Schleider out of Germany. Now, it seems that Crittenden does not want major escape plots to happen and would report it to the Germans if he found out. Now, Hogan convinces Klink to have a camp orchestra. Why do you do this? Well, the noise from the orchestra is used as a distraction to rebuilding the plane in a tent, a makeshift tent that they had. Now, when the time comes to fly out, Newkirk, Carter, and Crittenden go to the fence. Now, when Crittenden tries to cut a wire, the whole fence section falls down. Then the plane with Baroness Lily and the pilot, now just to explain, the pilot was a shot down pilot Hogan is sending back to England, so both of them, the Baroness and that pilot, fly off. Now Klink transfers Crittenden back to Stalag 18, learning that he was the one allegedly, or at least that's what all the heroes say, who planned this escape, and so they wanted to make sure that he was not there at all and that he would not participate in any more shenanigans. So that's essentially the episode, but I want to talk a little bit about the stunt with the plane. Especially being a pilot, I can tell you that, I mean, this area, while it was outside and while it was fairly large, it wasn't a huge area for an airplane to be, especially a running airplane. So what they did, they got a professional stunt pilot. His name was Frank Tallman. Now, he was one of the movie industry's best and leading stunt pilots. He did several big pictures that basically are credited to his name, including It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Anytime you see that plane flying, that's Frank Tallman at the yoke of the aircraft. Catch-22, the movie, The Great Waldo Pepper, as well as Capricorn 1. Now, Gene Reynolds, the director of this episode, recalls that they had a real airplane and they made it run on the 40 acres backlot. Now, if you're interested in how that was all set up, I made a whole video on that. It's, I believe, close to 1 million or over 1 million views, which is just phenomenal. All of you supported it so well. And it talks about the layout of the camp outside and so forth. So make sure to check out that video on my Rick Nineg page. But anyway, the 40 acres backlot, they had this pilot, and he mentions Frank Tallman, and he said that he revved the thing up. It was actually running with all the cameramen and everyone there. That would create backwash. It would create backwash, circular current of air behind the aircraft. And I mean, this isn't friendly to cameras, to the filming environment. I'm pretty sure that's why they only did this once. And they would not do this in 2022 filming. Let me just tell you, they would use effects, they would use CGI, but they actually used a real plane. They actually revved it up and they made it taxi down in the dirt, but there wasn't a lot of room. So they had to slam on the brakes right as the camera went to the edge. Basically, as the plane left the periphery of the camera, he would slam on the brakes because they had just towed it there. They towed the plane there, but it was moving under its own power. It wasn't even pulled by a truck or anything like that, which is nuts. but it was never flying. It just appeared to be flying. They used some other stock footage. But isn't that amazing? I mean, if there are any other pilots out there, especially who fly smaller engine aircraft, let me tell you, this is a crazy stunt. It could have gone horribly wrong with all the people on a set. I mean, to have a running aircraft with all that dirt, I mean, in a proper airfield is just not smart. And running like that, yes, he was a professional and so forth, but there were so many things that could have gone wrong. Thankfully, nothing did. I want to know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you think they should maybe continue this type of stunt today. They wouldn't, but would you condone it? Would you think that it's okay? And what do you think of this episode in general? I think it's a fan favorite. I think it's one that a lot of people love. But again, your thoughts down below. Now, we know a lot of you want to know how to win the Season 1 DVD set with all the episodes from Season 1. You have to be a subscriber to the channel, so make sure to hit the big red subscribe button if you haven't done so. And you have to like the video, so press the thumbs up button. Then leave a comment down below, and your code word for this is Stunt Pilot. Stunt Pilot. As long as Stunt Pilot is in your comment, you can write anything else that you want in the comment, but Stunt Pilot has to be there. And finally, in the description, you have to click on a link and give me some of your information there so that when I pick a winner, I know where to send the DVD. It remains completely confidential. It is completely free to enter the giveaway. You do not have to pay a cent, not even shipping. I pay all of that. It's just my way of saying thank you. I will pick a winner and post it on the YouTube community page. Please do not post your address or any personal information in the comments. That's why that link is there, to keep everything confidential. I've been doing this for many years to a great success, and many happy people who have received their DVDs and continuously writing about it and enjoying the episodes. Thank you so much. Good luck to all of you. And don't forget, everyone, always, always, always be hopeful. Thank you so much to everyone who supports my work on Patreon. David D, Sally N, Gerard D, Greg S, Ricky, Citizen Kane 359, Kevin K, and Vito L. If you want to appear on this list, don't forget to look at the Patreon description in the link below. Thank you.